Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'll tell you what, we're watching the end of this Baylor Texas game. Every time I watch Baylor play, I feel a little bit more confident in them being able to find a way to upset somebody, to be able to find a way to get like their
Really?
offense is just so dynamic. Like they have 6 guys that average in double figures, right? They are the best 3-point shooting team in college basketball, or they were as of like 3 days ago. I'm not sure that the
Yeah.
stats probably updated by then, but I know that they have their issues guarding. But they put up 93 points in the Big 12 in regulation. They just scored 53 points in the second half. I wonder how much if let's just pretend that they had won that game against Houston at home, right? Where Eve Missy missed the free throw with like 3 seconds left that could have put them ahead, right? If they win that
Right.
game, how different is the conversation that we're having about Baylor right now?
It's different. It's different, Tyler, right? I mean, we've been talking about them owning one of those a win over one of those teams at the top. But at the same time, they're 7-6 away from home. Away from Waco on the year, they're 7-6. Now, you could also say who's good away from their house. That's valid too. But Tyler, where I get worried about Baylor is like Texas is running their stuff, and eventually Baylor just outscored Texas. You're right, Rob. Their offense is very dynamic. But you know this, Tyler. If your ability to guard doesn't translate from game to game in the NCAA tournament, eventually you're going to run out of gas, right?
Yeah, and I agree with you, but also I believe in Scott Drew. I think he'll have this team ready for the tournament. And also this team is pretty young. Jacoby Walter, he is a freshman, and then Misi, young freshman. I think that the Walter kid, I think he can get you a bucket anytime you need. And Messi, he has the athleticism and he has the size. So I would say that Baylor has a high ceiling, and I think that you're right. You've got to have defense to win in the tournament, and you have to be a little bit older. But uh, the thing I like is that Baylor really grinded this dub out tonight, and they kind of dug themselves a hole. And usually, you wouldn't expect these young guys to come back and fight out and grind out a dub like they did. But that's why I like them, because they can figure it out and get these tough wins.
Yeah, I
All
think
right,
that's actually
Rob.
a really good point, Tyler. I want to second that point because, all right, with 13 and 16 left in this game, Max Asmus made a jumper that put Texas up by 11, and it was 68-57 at that point. Texas didn't score again until a free throw with 7 minutes and 36 seconds left, like 5.5 minutes, right? Baylor ended up taking a 10-point lead. I'm sorry, it was a 12-point lead. It was 87-75, and that was with a minute and 19 left. Baylor, when it came to nut cutting time, right? They gave up 7 points in a 12.5 minute window that won them this game. When they needed to guard, they dug deep and they got the stops that they needed to get. And I said this about Kentucky the other day. I don't think that they have to be a great defensive team for 40 minutes. I think they have to be a great defensive team for 10 to 12 minutes to be able to slow you down, and you're not going to be able to keep up with them because their offense isn't going to stop. And I think that I would put Baylor in that same conversation. I would put Alabama in that same category. I would put Illinois in that same category. I would put even like a Florida in that same category, that you know what they are offensively, how explosive they can be, and they have defensive issues. But as long as they are able to make the run when it matters and be able to get stops when it matters, that might be all it takes in a year where there are so many good teams that just kind of think defense is optional.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.